Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to boot to a live Linux CD and show you a couple things that you could do with it. Now the main reason you might want to do this is to if you want to try out Linux without actually installing it on your hard drive, and that way you don't have to risk overwriting your Windows directories or something else that you plan on keeping. And B, another good reason to use it, let's say your Windows computer won't boot and you plan on, let's say, wiping it out and you want to get some files off of it, and you don't want to have to take out the hard drive and stick it in another computer. So this way you could boot to a live Linux CD and it should recognize your hard drive and also your USB ports, and then you could copy your files to your USB drive, and then you could wipe out your Windows installation and start over again. So the way you want to do it is you want to first download the version of Linux you want to play with. So there's a couple different ones, actually there's a few. You know, Ubuntu has a live CD, and we're going to use Knoppix in this case. And what you want to do is you want to burn it to a CD. It'll be an ISO file. I'm going to make it a bootable CD, then boot your computer to it. But we're going to do it a little differently here because I can't boot my computer to the CD and record at the same time. So I'm going to do it as a virtual machine. So I'm using Oracle VM Virtualbox Manager here, and I have a video on this too. So if you want to check out this for yourself, that way you could actually run other computers within your computer. So I created a VM for Knoppix and it's turned off. And so what I did here, so I go to the settings and I go to storage, and what I want to do is for the CD-ROM controller, I want to browse to my Knoppix ISO file, which is right here. So that way when I start the computer, because I have it set to boot to the CD-ROM or optical drive first, which is this, then it should boot to Knoppix. So this is going to be the only different part compared if you're doing it on your actual computer itself or playing around on a VM like I'm doing. So let's say you have the CD in there and you boot your computer. So this is what you're going to see from this point on. It should look the same to you as it does on this example here. So we're going to start this VM. So this is just like starting your computer with the Knoppix CD technically installed in there in the drive. And so you're going to get this screen with a little boot menu. So if you just press enter, it'll boot up really quick.
Initiating startup sequence.
Okay, so now we have our Knoppix Desktop. It's a little big here, the resolution, so let's just scroll down here. So you can see it's got a little start menu like Windows does with some applications built into it. And then down here is kind of like the main one, so if you want like your file manager, your terminal, so if you want to run some command line stuff, and Iceweasel's a web browser and that kind of stuff, Office and everything. So once you get this going, if you're just looking to play around with Linux, then you could go ahead and just start opening up, you know, let's say you want to open up their version of Excel. So then you could go ahead and start using that, and you know, just to get a hang of it. And this is free, of course. And let's say you wanted to get your files off your Windows installation. So we're going to go into the file manager. And so here's our Knoppix file system just off the CD. So there's not much in it. You know, there's the boot stuff. So since we're running it off the CD, we're only running in RAM. So it's not actually installed on the hard drive. So you don't have to worry about it putting any files on your hard drive. So here's our Windows drive for the Windows computer that this is running on also. As you can see, we got our documents and settings, our admin account, and the desktop. And we go back, scroll up here. Here's our Windows drive. And so now you can see we could get these files off of here. So if you plugged in a flash drive, it should, no guarantee, but it should pop up and put another link for your flash drive here. Then you could just go in, let's say you want this file here, you could just, you know, drag it to your flash drive, and that way you could back up the stuff from your Windows installation before you wipe it out and reinstall. So pretty simple to use. So once again, just download the CD, burn it to disk, make it bootable, so use just some kind of ISO burning software and make it a bootable CD. Change your boot order in your computer if it's not set to boot to the CD-ROM first. Boot it up, then you'll have your desktop here, and then you could either just play around with Linux and, you know, do a little learning there, or you could use the file manager and copy some files off from your Windows installation onto your flash drive and do it that way to save yourself some trouble. And when you're done, all you have to do is shut it down. So we're going to log out and we're going to pick shut down. And this will be, say this is your actual computer, this is what you'll see. It'll actually shut down the computer.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
And then your computer will be off and you'll be done. So once again, it won't install anything to your hard drive. So some of them, like Ubuntu, will give you an option to install files or install Linux on the hard drive or boot to what they call the live version. So you want to do the live version if you don't want to actually install it on your computer and do like a dual boot. So pretty simple to use. Just go to Knoppix, or to go to Ubuntu, either one, or there's some others, and download it and try it for yourself and see how it works. All right, thanks for watching.